Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6, where last time we defeated the Shadow kind of unexpectedly. And also, hopefully for the last time, for real this time. I almost expect some sort of trickery, but it seemed pretty final, to be honest. Right. And we have started exploring what we can explore here. Although the exit still blocked, unfortunately, so we don't have access to, well, the rest of the world for now. Or even those nice healing opportunities that What's-His-Face provided for us. I was also thinking a bit more about this Captain Asmi that he mentioned. Sage Tobias is the mage that we met here. So yeah, he mentioned that he was part of some sort of expedition, I guess, led by, well, presumably led by Captain Asmi. I mean, it's kind of implied, I suppose, that the captain is usually the leader of such a party. And I still think that I heard that name before, probably from, well, almost certainly from this person who was hanging out here near Grindstone in this little cave. But that was not Captain Asmi, pretty sure. I don't remember the name, but there was just some member of the same expedition, probably. Now I wonder if there is actually some sort of forward base, basically a hidden little camp somewhere that we could have used as a slightly more convenient, base of operations up here. As opposed to, well, I mean, there is Fort Monastery, so we weren't, like, completely cut off. But it certainly was a bit inconvenient, but there is a significant portion of land that we never explored here. So there's definitely a chance that there is something there, that there is Captain Esme at the very least, if they're still alive, and or any other members of that expedition, and that they might actually have a little camp that we could use as a safe spot. But, well, it's too late now. We've committed to the Formello episode, the Formello adventure, and that's fine too. But yeah, I'll definitely go back if I get that chance at all and explore everything. And, yeah. Anyway, for now, maybe we can help this person, Keror. Chris East is dead. Is she gonna believe me? She looks up at you. For the first time, a little bit of sanity enters her eyes. Gone? The shadow is gone? It is not... That can't happen. Nothing can. But you are here, and he is gone. We can leave? Well, I thought so, but... that might not be possible right now. Slowly, unsteadily, she gets to her feet. She leaves the cell and returns shortly after with a long, crude dagger. We could give you something better than that. But also, you absolutely do not have to fight. I'm Keror of the Fang Clan. I will never submit. Now I can die properly. I'm ready. Don't just die. Don't just... I mean, you held on this long. Only to sacrifice yourself to throw your life away? That's not... There's no point to that. How did you come to be here? I am of the Fang Clan. We lived in the Northern Isles. It was our home. We had land, the testing halls, many strong warriors, much water keeping the horde from us. But then we fell. Is that far from here? It was the entrance to the northern reaches, a few days to the west by foot, and then over the water to the north. A ruin now. You fought the horde? We are the Fang Clan. We do not give up and flee our lands like the humans. I mean, that's not exactly how it happened. I mean, kind of, but, well, whatever. There was a tower of wizards near us. It fell after a mighty fight, but we thought we could hold them off. We were wrong. How did the horde defeat you? Ships, force, many of their young, eager to prove themselves. We killed many, but then they broke through the seawall, killed most of us, defiled the testing halls, took a few of us for their amusement. And are you the last one left? I think I am. I will live no longer. I will not be the last of my clanmates to breathe, but I will do harm first. I am sure I will. I will spill the blood of the horde. Okay, I mean, if you're literally the last survivor of your clan, that kind of puts things into perspective. Still, are you in any kind of shape to fight, to inflict any serious damage, or are you literally just committing suicide? Either way, I could give you some better equipment, but, well, I mean, let's just pretend that we offer that, you know, even if the game doesn't reflect that. I have come to slay Gavasa Os. Ah, the Impaler. I saw him once. When we first got here, we were taken to his arena. We were paraded, shamed. That is where he stays, where he watches, fights sometimes. I saw him fight, then I was brought below. Who did he fight? 3 of my clanmates at once, to show his strength to the Horde. The Impaler is proud, and he lives for blood. Our strong ones, I saw them die. He killed them with ease. Surely they weren't as strong as we are. Not nearly as strong. I mean, we've dealt with plenty of Fang Clan before, so... yeah, I think we have every right to be confident. How many of you came down here? 3 of us. The 3 left were brought to these halls to amuse the Shadow. He wanted to know what we knew of Avernum in the Northlands. Avernum in the Northlands, okay. And he wanted to play with us like we play with our prey. Only I am left. I know nothing to tell him. He did not know that, but I would never admit even that, not to him. Okay. So you made him believe that you knew things? Which is probably why you're still alive? Can you show me where the arena is? Well, maybe not show me, but tell me. The gleam of the fanatic is in her eyes. I can walk there, and you can follow. Yes, that is where I go. I will fight Gavasa myself. His spear will enter me, and I will have peace at last. But first, I will hurt him. Okay. I mean, if you will assist us in the fight, and maybe actually deal some damage to him in the process, I guess. Who am I to complain? And tell me more about Kres. She shakes her head. No honor. He is not worthy. The least of the Fang Clan is above him. I will waste no more breath on him. You know what? Fair. Why don't you come with me? I mean... She nods. I will go, but I will not follow. I go to the arena. I go there to challenge. I go there so my pain can end. Tell me when you are ready to follow. Okay, why don't you stay here for a bit? You know? She thinks on this. I will rest a little more, but only so that I have the strength for a better death. Yeah, I mean, that's okay, I guess. Strong enough to live in this world a few more minutes if it means I can sink my dagger into another of the Horde. Right. So this is still not opening, though. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense because even the Shadow would have had some sort of contraption, right? But okay, we have not looked here. I'm assuming this opens? It does. There's a book. That's good. There are a lot of people in the castle who would love to spend an hour in this room. An hour? This is where Kres stored many of his records. Spies, troop movements, supplies, plans. They're all in these scrolls. But there are so many of them, and you have no way to tell which are recent and which are current, which are important and which are trivia. It's painful, but it's an opportunity you just can't capitalize on. That's a shame. But we can read whatever this is. One of the books in this Hall of Records is actually a spellbook, liberated from the humans when the city fell. You can't understand most of its contents, but there is one spell that seems very useful. It describes how to cloud the minds of those who are assaulting you. Oh, we do love doing that. Your skill with the spell, strong days increases. Awesome. That is very welcome. And some energy elixir as well. No healing or refreshing opportunities here at all, though. Which is kind of rough, considering we're now completely cut off. I don't suppose there is a sneaky little button hiding somewhere? Well, I don't see it. Or anywhere around here. Well, there's that button, but we did open that. Okay. Well, yeah, no opening mechanism. Again, doesn't really make a lot of sense, but okay, I get it. We're supposed to just feel the pressure and, you know, feel a little bit uneasy, perhaps. Is this just gonna stay closed? Oh, we can open that. Castle servant. Oh, okay. Horde cultist. And more. Okay. Guess they wouldn't have been expecting any enemies coming up from down here, considering this is the Shadows, or this used to be the Shadows domain until quite recently. I'm just gonna stay back here, do the usual. Ah, very close, but yeah. We'll just fire an arrow, no problem. I don't suppose he will finish him off with this. Ah. Well, the arrow would have technically done the trick. Come on. Alright. Probably should have done something else than just shooting a normal arrow. Now they summon and they use an acid aura. Wonderful. Well, actually it was just poison. But it did leave a debuff, which is mildly annoying. Oh well. Sure, fireball. That's... yeah, okay. I don't know what I was thinking. And the parries. And the parries continue. Oh my god. You know what? They're half dead already, but... so annoying to fight. I could go for Lightning Blast, but I... just don't know how much longer I'll need to, you know... how much longer my resources have to last me. Okay, that was actually really painful. Because obviously they would have a spine shield. Okay, now you both have almost killed yourselves. That's great. And there's no way I can actually really fully heal you, so... we'll see how this goes. Suddenly... it's looking kind of dicey. What the heck? You actually survived that? I thought for sure that Lightning Spray would deal at least okay damage. I thought it did in the past, but I guess they are a Slith and a Spellcaster, and they also cast protection on themselves, so fair enough. Maybe I should have just gone with Icy Rain right away. Which did finish him off at least. Okay, so no more spells, but that thing hit way harder than expected. He actually died, oh my god. I can't revive though. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna do that. Obviously I'm now wasting even more resources, but that's okay. Hello. Thank you. Oh my god, that just some random stupid cultist. That should not have been nearly as difficult. There we go. Okay, save that. Glorious victory. Okay, those can be sold. Do we have some of those? No. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's actual recovery, but... yeah, it probably is. Right, I mean, the game would not trap me here and not give me any way to recover. It has not done that in the past, and, you know, I trust it that far, at least. I mean, do we need it? I guess we can use some mana restoration, unless we're about to level up, which we are... I mean, getting there? Yeah, she's not. She just leveled. Oh, she has 11 skill points. Right. I think I saw that while just checking things off camera, like an episode or two ago, and then figured I'd do something with that next time I record, but then I didn't, and this is... well, I noticed now, so there is that. I guess I did want to get her pre-spells to 16, right? So I was saving for this specifically, and then I just leveled up and forgot to immediately use it. Yeah, we do need 16 for Divine Restoration, and yeah, that would be useful to have eventually, so sure. It's so expensive though, but there. It's done. So, anyway, she's not gonna level up anytime soon. He is kind of getting there, but... Yeah, okay, so that's basically a full restore, or full energy refill, and this is... Oh, that's actually acid. Okay. So while I was correct in trusting the game to be, you know, nice enough to not strand me here completely devoid of any resources, it's still up to its old nasty tricks at the same time. You thankfully climb out of the sewers. You don't hear shouting or alarm horns. Apparently, Krez is neglected to inform them that his prize had arrived. You still have the advantage of surprise. Now to find Gavasa Os, and then perhaps escape. Right. So if I wonder if I talk to what's her face, is she just gonna literally run ahead and aggro everything, and do I have to worry about her actually making it to the arena alive? Or is she just gonna teleport there? I guess I should probably give that a try. I'm gonna save here. I'm assuming that she actually is going to physically move there, because why else would we need to, you know, tell her that we're ready? Why don't you come with me? And I could also just never tell her and basically save her life by, you know, just going after Gavasa Os myself. Nah. What's the point? She wants revenge and, you know, I understand that. Plus she might actually be helpful, who knows. Lead on then. She stretches out. Then she stares at the crude blade in her hand. Is that dedication in her eyes, or madness? Probably both. Yes, it is time. Time to be free of this. And she bounced towards the door. Okay, I mean, she said she was not going to follow, but she was going to lead. But, well. Ooh. Cultist actually dropped a potion. Okay. Geror goes upstairs. And Geror sees that you have caught up with her. She points to the east. There, that is where the arena is. My people have been no friends to Avernum. But I swear to you, today we are bloodmates. Today I say you are worthy, and I will remember you to my clan. I will remember you to my clan in the afterworld. Okay, sure. Before you can think of anything to say to this, she's already running off. Bye. You climb upstairs and enter a gigantic, beautiful hall. This is a throne room, no doubt where Gavasa the Impaler holds court and delivers his orders. There are several guards here. When they see you, they blink several times, hardly able to believe that an invader is here. Then they run to attack. And yet Gavasa is not here. You hope that he is somewhere in this palace. If he's away, you're going to have a real problem. At least the general alarm hasn't been raised. If you step out of the palace, that may soon change. Okay. Oh, well. The Impaler himself might not be here, but there is some sort of named NPC. And it looks like a sort of mage, which is definitely bad news most of the time. Yeah, they are moving. Oh, Kerora is actually here. Wow, she was so well concealed. How tough is she? I mean, okay. 387 hit points. That's more than we have, so she might be able to take a few hits and not die immediately. We also buffed her just now because she was standing right there, by coincidence. Sure, let's just give it a go, shall we? We won't be able to reach the crier, I don't think. Well, not by taking the long way around. I guess there was no other way, huh? Yeah. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Just go there, then. Kind of hard to see the tiles here. Oh, you can actually... Are you next to them? We'll never be sure. Stairs are the worst. Okay, that worked. Use the opportunity while you don't have to heal anyone to deal some pretty decent damage. Well, I guess you're gonna do something similar. I should probably daze them now while I have the chance, but no, I don't want to attack. Oh, I also don't want to aggro any additional enemies if I can help it. Ooh, wow, that worked on all of the guards. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, we were slowed down, but worth it. If we can overwhelm and kill the mage, and, well, that worked. Okay. Before they have a chance to really do anything, I absolutely will take that. How immune are you? Kind of. Still. Oh, wow, you're dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, these guys aren't really all that tough, are they? Here. Help her out a little bit, your fellow Nephil warrior. Wow, okay, that was slight overkill. These guys feel very weak. Like, they're taking way more damage than I would expect. Okay, yeah, enemies are visible, but they're not currently hostile, or they haven't noticed us yet. There isn't anything else here. I suppose we excuse me. Yeah, we can do some looting. These cloaks are technically sellable, but, you know, I guess I'm not gonna bother for now. There might be more meaningful loot coming up, like after we deal with Gavasas. Okay, I should probably heal her. Yeah. Probably a good idea. Would be kind of stupid to just let her die. I mean, lizards should respond well enough to lightning spray, right? Yep. I'll take that. They still focus on her for some reason. Ooh, she can parry. Nice. Riposte, even. Yeah, to top her off. I'm not sure if she's going to recover out of combat. Okay, yeah, she's just... she's just going. Well, I guess she's specifically going after enemies that she's already aware of. Still, I probably want to make sure that I don't get left behind or something. Or else she might just run into a situation where she's just gonna die. Well, not sure if I have to worry about her stealing kills and, you know, robbing me of that experience. But realistically, these enemies are probably not really worth a lot of experience in the first place. How do you guys like lightning? It's okay. What are you? Okay, just another type of castle guard. Nothing exciting. Should probably focus more on one person at a time here, but... Yeah, also interestingly, these are tougher castle guards than the ones in the throne room. So, yeah, not quite sure why. Why they're not just all the same. It seems like it would be way easier to just copy-paste the same basic type of enemy. You know, at least on the same map. And I set that one up to be killed by Karor again. Oh well. I mean, I don't even know. I might even be getting experience for her kills, because we are on the same side. Not sure if there was a consistent way that the series has handled that kind of situation in the past. Oh, she's running that way now? Okay. Unexpected. Alright, no, she just was confused momentarily. It happens. Hey, you leveled up. Yeah, where? I think this is actually the first point? No, I'm not sure. Had we increased lethal blow before? Well, now we have. We've officially started actually reaping the rewards of that heavy investment that got us there. Okay, castle guards. Again, of the slightly tougher variety. Buffs are still holding. I probably don't want to aggro those guys right now necessarily, so we'll just go ahead and dispel this barrier for now. We're gonna do that anyway. Yeah, thankfully she's surprisingly tanky, considering she's, I mean, basically unarmored. At least the game didn't mention that she got any kind of armor for herself, and she probably wouldn't have had any on her when we found her. But, well, she's pretty tough, I suppose. What do we do? I guess we weaken this guy. Okay, or just completely wreck them in the process. That works. Move forward. Almost too far forward. Keep her topped off. What do we have here? This is a Slacericae Book of Rituals. The chants and practices described within are, for the most part, pretty gruesome. One chant, however, can part the veil and bring spirits from beyond to aid you. It never hurts to know more about that sort of thing. It also typically doesn't help, at least not for me. Your skill with the spell Divine Host increases. Cool, I guess. I mean, it's a pretty high-level spell. So, you know, I'll take it. There. Solid. Okay. Skill, maybe? Yes. Okay. Not too bad. And we get something... Definitely will take that. Slip Spear. Worth 120? Yeah, I guess that's kind of worth taking. Definitely more so than leather armor for 20. I'm gonna leave that for now. We'll take this meat. Is this the arena? Yep, definitely looks like the arena. Okay, I mean, if this is where we're gonna find and fight the boss. And these guys are surprisingly tough for just being spectators. I don't suppose they're gonna participate in the fight at all, but why not make them... I guess if they had made them very squishy, like just, you know, 100-ish hit point generic non-combatant NPCs, maybe it would have been too tempting for players like me to just kill them anyway. As it is, they're too tanky to really bother. Unless they are gonna attack, but... Anyway, we'll save here, and... Yeah, we might have our boss fight and main event, literally main event, sooner than expected. I was absolutely expecting the town itself to basically be a dungeon that we'd have to clear. But we'll see. Maybe it's not going to be as easy. Most of this half of the palace is occupied by one enormous chamber. I suppose there is going to be the escape sequence, basically, right? Which we've already been prepared for. I mean, presumably the way back, the way we came is still blocked. So we will have to find our way through to that portal pylon, which, well, hopefully it's still going to work. If not, we're in trouble. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to work. So for that purpose, after we're dealt with Gavasa Os, we will have to make our way through Formello. Presumably. But first things first. Most of this half of the palace is occupied by one enormous chamber. Appropriate for the martial nature of the horde, it is an arena. It is a solid setting for duels, executions, and the settling of political disagreements, horde style. Stealth is no longer an issue. The upper tiers are occupied by many horde warriors, who greet your arrival first with shock, then amusement. The hissing of Saserikai laughter soon fills the chamber. Sitting in the middle of the top tier, you can see an enormous Slith warrior. He wears a gold headband and holds to one side an enormous two-tined spear. Oh, what do you think? What are the odds of him actually dropping his spear and it actually being really, really good? One can hope, right? Sure would have been a long time coming if we actually finally get a really good, solid, magical spear of some sort. Or just a high-quality spear, better than what Salas has been using for half the game at this point. Anyway, I get distracted again. Right, even from this distance you can tell he is no longer young. But then, when he stands and points the massive spear at you, you see that he is also powerfully muscular. He roars. "Spies! Guards, come here! The first to draw blood from an intruder wins the approval of Gavasa Os!" Mighty warrior, but still too lazy to do the fighting himself. Disappointed. Several Slith warriors leap down from the ramparts, eager to win their general's approval. As they run toward you, you notice that there is a gong at the east side of the arena. Peculiar. A gong. Peculiar, huh? Why would you call attention to that? Okay, we got arena warriors with 1,000 hit points each. Yikes. That's not nothing. Okay. I do want to rebuff, but I suppose we will. Okay, that did reach our companion here, our ally. I was wondering about that. Okay, yeah, I really thought she was not going to be in reach for that, but what do I know? I've only played these games for thousands of hours. Thousands? Nah. Several hundred, though. I guess I'm actually over all the Spiderweb games. I definitely might be coming up on 1,000 hours, which is kind of wild. Anyway, so clearly one of us is gonna want to make their way towards that gong, right? I'm not sure what that could do for us. Also, hey there. Gavasa Os. What? Wait. 457 hit points. I mean, obviously I won't be able to just kill him here, but that's odd that they chose to make this version of him so squishy. Seemingly. Where did I save? Surely I saved before entering the arena, right? Yes. Okay. So I can experiment here and basically throw this attempt away for science. Okay. Yes. 1 hit point. That might not mean anything, though, necessarily. I mean, that might not necessarily mean that he's just immune to damage or super hard to damage. Maybe he's going to respond well to magical attacks. There's a large gong at the east end of the arena. A huge hammer rests on the floor next to it. The gong is pristine. It doesn't look like it has received much use at all. Well, obviously we're going to ring it. If there's a gong, you can't expect me to not ring it. You take the hammer and give the gong a good hard swing. The crashing sound echoes out through Formello. And for a moment, all of the Caesaricae are still. Then, one by one, the sliths in the upper tiers turn and look at Gavasa Oz. Oh, that's the challenge. Okay. Yeah, he's actually... Well, no, he had turned hostile before. Okay, so that makes sense. Because I attacked him, but yeah, also the gong makes sense. And why it wouldn't have seen much use. Anyway, the gong has some significance that isn't entirely clear. Excuse me, game? Maybe not to you. Gavasa Oz chuckles. Ah, you would challenge me? You think the laws and rights of the Horde are extended to your kind? You are a fool. But since you think yourself so great, here. He nods to a huge warrior sitting to the right of his throne. I can see my general is desperate for the chance to defeat you. I will give him the chance. Gavasa Oz nods. In 2 mighty leaps, one of his generals has jumped down into the arena. Oh. Well, that's not great. General Zavres. Was he there before? I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Oh well. Okay, so I kind of don't want to hit the gong right away, I guess. Unless more and more of these fighters are just going to keep spawning. But I feel like I should at least deal with 1 or 2 of them before spawning an additional enemy. Anyway. I don't know, yeah, I might just restart this fight. But I do want to know... Okay, yeah. He cannot realistically be damaged. Unless... We have seen this working in similar situations before. Yeah, for some reason, enemies that are not completely immune, but just, have extremely high resistances to all types of damage. Actually, even enemies that are pretty much immune to everything else, like, I'm thinking of the Necromancer, right, who was not supposed to be damageable until, or by anything but those shades that you summon against him. But yet, acid damage worked. For some reason. I guess because it's a spell, but it's not... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's its own damage type, but so are fire, ice, and lightning, I guess. Enemies have separate resistances for those, but for some reason... Maybe all, maybe not all, but at least several enemies that are supposed to be invulnerable to all forms of damage are, for some reason, not immune to acid. Like, they just forgot to set that flag or something. Which is weird, but it does make me wonder if you can actually kill him. I mean, it's not the Gavasa Oz that will eventually join the fight for us to fight him, right? But how would the game handle this unit dying? Is what I just want to know now. I don't know if we can realistically get to that point, because it's going to take a while to kill him with just acid damage over time. But, I mean, we're here. I guess we might as well keep going. If we had not been able to damage him at all, I would have just reloaded, but at this point I suppose we're still doing okay. Just gonna start focusing on this guy here. Probably should have focused, start with one of these, because now Ayali will kind of awkwardly have to come from this side. I guess that's okay. Let's see here. I mean, we probably should use Ward of Steel. Definitely seems like the kind of fight where you want that advantage. I suppose technically he could, a Hawk could keep casting Acid Spray, because the immediate damage from it also worked against Gavasa Oz. Ah, it's tempting. Well, first I should do this. Oh. Everyone resisted. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'll give it one more shot. Okay. Kinda hate that arena-wide buff, I gotta say. Sure. Okay, one more try, come on. Okay. Of course, annoyingly, it worked on the one enemy that we didn't want it to work on. Typical. You know what? I will make use of my will-aimed blow. Oh, that's only 17 damage now. Okay. Yeah, our buffs are still holding. We're not dealing a ton of damage, though. Yeah, screw this protection, man. Okay, I mean, we will keep our friend alive here. And our actual party members. Okay, I mean, we dazed the summons, at least. Come on. Wow. Yeah, I definitely did not want to summon this guy before dealing with at least a couple of these arena warriors. Yeah, you know what? This is just taking so long because of the stupid protection spell. Is that gonna reach her? No. Okay, you know what? Let's start with the long-term spells here. Long-lasting spells. We're gonna go with Cloak of Blades. I'm not gonna bother. I mean, I am curious, but surely the game did not. I don't expect the game to have any have something prepared for the weird situation where you actually kill the non-combat version of Kavasa Oz before the game is ready for it. I just don't see that being a legitimate outcome. It would be cool if they thought of that possibility and, added something as an Easter egg, but I think the most likely scenario is that he's either just gonna survive with 1 hit point, or the unit is gonna die, but everything's gonna proceed as normal and the proper version is just gonna spawn. Yeah. One of those two things, probably, but, it's okay. Right. No gong hitting until we're actually ready. I mean, I can still cast Acid on Kavasa Oz, I suppose. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Just, just in case it does something. But I do want to start with this. Yeah. Okay. Karora is doing good work as a tank. I like that. Well, some pretty good damage as well. Can you reach him from there? Guess we'll see. Nope. Really? Oh, I'm just an idiot. I only saw the red message and I did not even read it. Of course we were in range before. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you probably don't want to be quite this close to everyone. Yeah, you can still try dazing. Yeah, we're just way too resistant to that. It was a complete fluke that we even got one of them dazed once out of, what, 4 casts? Well, at least 3. Okay, well, that's the first one down. I do wonder, though, if more of them are just gonna spawn over time, I mean, definitely, almost certainly after we kill these three, right? More of them are going to appear. Maybe those warlords or the generals would join eventually. But, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is kill two of them and at least damage the third one to like halfway or so. Or get them kind of close to death. And then summon the general. If by then no more warriors have joined the arena, then that might actually be the best course of action. We're going to weaken you, and we're going to try lightning? Yeah, it's okay. Actually... But now he's too far away. Okay, so I was partially correct, I guess. I did have to get a bit closer. It's so hard to properly judge distances with different height levels like this. Oh well. There, always keep her topped off. She's helping, for sure. I mean, with her damage as well, but maybe primarily just by drawing the attention to her. Okay. I'm so tempted. You know what? There, I'm doing it. I never did weaken this one here. That's okay. Oh. Of course she was the one who was not gonna make it to the gong because of her limited action points. Oh well. It's fine. This is basically exactly what we're trying to do, right? What I was hoping would happen. No more enemies spawned so far. 215. I think it's it's unlikely for him to finish this guy. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. Now we ring the gong. Yes, things happen. And what did I want to do? I want to heal, but actually she's gonna be fine for at least a little while longer. I'm gonna shield break her right away. You are actually going to pass slow, for what it's worth. And you know what? Icy Rain? Oh, really? That did not finish him off. And she got the kill. Fair, I suppose, but... Oh well. Mighty Blow? Oh, that helps so much. Get all the damage in before they have a chance to cast Protect. Can we hit the gong again? You know what? Probably not. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for him to just send another general in. Only because we hit the gong again while the first one is still alive. But I'm intrigued by the option. Actually, you know what? Yeah, ring the gong. That might be stupid. You take the hammer and give the gong a good hard swing. The crashing sound echoes through Formello. Gavassaos chuckles. Do not be greedy. Your challenge has been answered. You have your response. Deal with it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, we do want to heal, though. Yeah. Let's not get too careless here, even though the fight has been quite manageable so far. Yeah, okay. Lightning is not super effective here. Oh, did he actually... Oh, he was sluggish, so he actually skipped his turn. Or her? Who knows? We'll see. Well, actually, we will never know, probably. Oh, that's so good. Come on. Mighty blow. Yes. The Beastmaster of the Horde has been defeated. Okay. Oh, Beastmaster. That makes sense, I guess. With all the summons they were, well, summoning earlier. There is silence. The Silsarikai above you watch you intently, waiting to see what you will do next. I mean, I guess now we ring the gong again. Everything gets quiet. The Silsarikai seem confused. Whatever the protocol of the gong is, doesn't cover an event like this. The Gavasa Os, the Impaler, looks around at the other Silsarikai, looking for someone to send to fight you. At this point, he can't help but notice how they are looking at him. They have a low opinion of him sending others to answer his challenge. Aha, see? That's what I was saying. You could just let me go. This is not what we should be saying in this kind of situation. Kind of committed to this thing. Come on, Gavasa Os. Are you a coward? Gavasa Os looks furious at how he has been outplayed. I am no coward, but your challenge is beneath me. The leader of the Horde does not fight at the command of some filthy Avernites. The leader, huh? I think your one remaining co-leader would beg to differ. The Silsarikai are a little dubious about this line of reasoning, but they don't argue with him. He is called the Impaler for a reason. Alright. But you should do something to avenge Krez because I just killed him. Honestly, we should tell him that Krez is dead. Otherwise, he would die never knowing, never even learning about it. That would be a shame. Although, they probably weren't the best of friends. I guess I don't know that. Maybe they were getting along just fine. Well, I call you a coward, and when I have killed the next lackeys you send, you will have shown yourself to be more of a coward. I only want to speak with you? Perhaps we can work something out. And end to this war. Wow. I almost... This is mean, giving me this option. I mean, really? I should try every possible option at some sort of peace, even though it seems extremely unlikely, as in completely impossible, that there is going to be some sort of peaceful solution, right? That's not how this is going to be, but aren't we, like, obligated to at least give it a shot? I'm afraid that I'm only going to get one option here, one chance to pick something. I don't know, I kind of want to taunt him about Krez. On the other hand, does it really matter? You know what, I'm just curious what's going to happen. I want to speak with you, perhaps we can work something out and end to this war. The mood of the crowd turns instantly. The Silsarikai look at you with loathing and disgust. I mean, I don't care about that. Gavasa Os laughs. You have rung the gong and now you want to talk? You back away from an honorable challenge. I mean, no. You are not worthy to fight me, and you never were. It would insult the Horde. And looking much relieved, he rises and walks out of the arena to the northwest. What? Wait. Really? Huh. Alastus leaves you trapped in Formello with hordes of enemy warriors and no hope of catching Gavasa Os. You try to get out, but in the end, there are far too many of them. You know what? I did notice that the minimap had gone blank, and I was wondering what that was. That just outright killed us. I don't believe it. Of all the possible outcomes, I was not expecting this. Okay. I mean, was it so silly of me to try to go for a peaceful solution? I mean, peaceful. Obviously, we're already at war, but a war doesn't have to end with one side completely obliterating the other. You know, we are all... that is the Avernites and the Slith. The Sliths are obviously sentient beings capable of reason. Or so some people would say. And I at least firmly believe that, there's always a solution to be found for every kind of problem, for every kind of conflict. Things can be worked out, right? It doesn't have to not everything doesn't have to be solved with violence, even though it's convenient and sometimes necessary, often satisfying. Speaking about fictional settings here, satisfying way to solve conflicts. But anyway, yeah, I don't feel like I did anything wrong or chose the obviously wrong answer here. So I feel like just killing me and forcing me to reload and do the fight again, and obviously not get nearly as lucky, because that's always how these things go, is a bit harsh. But okay, sure. I guess I'll end the episode here because, there's no point in starting over. I guess next time I'm going to make my way to this point in the fight again. Hopefully it's not going to be a complete pain to get through the first round again. It would be super nice if we could actually deal with that Beastmaster without them swarming us with dozens of beasts. But yeah, again, obviously that's exactly how it's going to be. But I'm going to spare you that part, and we'll resume from here. And this time, I guess, pick the correct option of just taunting our enemy, as one does. Anyway, as always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.